Hello, I'm Chuna from INTERSOL, and I have the pleasure today of speaking with Sister Rosalia, medical mission sister, working with Ishwari in Fulgaon, India. Sister Rosalia, what exactly is Ishwari and what do you do?
Ishwari is a center for women, and we run a 9-month course. It's called Integrated Development for Women, very specially for school dropouts, deserted women, and young women who are not interested in studies, but they are good at arts and crafts. So during the 9 months, they discover their potential, what they can do, what they can be. That is our main goal. The village where I work, 99% Hindus. My students also are good number of Hindus, a few Christians and Muslims. So it is really a interreligious experience for me to work in this group, and that's very basic to our work there, communal harmony.
And what are the main problems facing the girls and women that Ishwari works with?
One of the problems is, they marry early. Now it is not so much a problem, but earlier, maybe 15 years ago, the girls were not sent out for any education. So they were waiting at home just till they get a partner to marry. But when they come to Ishwari, they discover their potential and their marriage is postponed. And so they learn something, arts and crafts, they grow in maturity, they become self-reliant, self-appreciative. And I feel all this work helps them to be better prepared for their marriage. And usually, they get married, and because they are so young, they are sent back. They have no experience. But this way they can fend for themselves. Also, they appreciate it because they know so much, they are much more understanding. And I think Ishwari contributes towards that.
And how does Ishwari finance itself as an organization?
Yeah, we have, of course, we don't have very big organization that help us. But for example, INTERSOL helps us like we are part of INTERSOL. When they come, they help us in our solar projects, and like suppose now we are invited here, and they introduce us to different people, and through that we get more friends, and we do get some finances. But we have many small groups in Austria. It helps us towards the education for our outreach programs. And many of them come as volunteers, and they stay with us. They share their expertise, like teaching English, arts and crafts, computer for our girls. Then we have 1 or 2 groups in Germany. One group they give us a vehicle. From the time we have started 20 years, they have helped us by giving us a vehicle. So, but our main support is from what we make. We have a production unit where we make jams and pickles and biscuits, and we cater. Then we make greeting cards. We make a lot of embroidery work. And there INTERSOL always helps us, They send us orders, and then we also, now we had many, let's say, groups where they invited, I talked, I presented our project. And at the same time, people bought many of our things. So that way, we want to be self-reliant.
And you've spoken a lot already about the good that Ishwari does, but what for you are the most important successes or the strongest points of Ishwari that you've accomplished throughout the years?
One is, I feel it's a communal harmony, where women from different castes and religion work together and try to bring an understanding among us. We pray together, we celebrate together. And I feel that is the basis of our project in Ishwari. Not that women become economically self-reliant, that anybody can do. I think there are so many projects that do help women to be self-reliant. But for the women to discover their potential, to appreciate themselves, to build community, community where there's harmony. Because, little things can divide people. Huh? And here, I think Ishwari, I wouldn't praise, but I think all our women come from different states, different religions, different castes, with different educational background, work together as though we are one. And I feel that is our plus point.
And at Ishwari, you're now emphasizing a return to traditional values. And how does this play into your emphasis on women empowerment and the return to cultural roots?
See, the women who work with us, we give them a lot of traditional recipes, how to cook, and also holistic recipes. Not things that will help them in their health, for their children and all that. Now we have been doing this, and we do a lot of recipes, lot of jams and pickles that are holistic, no longer with preservatives and all. But now I feel the women do it, but they come at a time when they can not only do for themselves or sell it, but they have to give this to other women. So we invite many NGOs, other women from different groups in Pune and also outside Pune, to come to us, and we give them this 1 day, 10 days courses where traditional Indian cooking is emphasized, especially holistic, creative cooking. And I feel this is, the women are not just empowered, but they are becoming an agent of change.
And what exactly do you mean by agent of change?
See, for many years, women were at home. They were not in groups. In fact, they were not allowed. But even government is encouraging this. All over India, we have thousands of microcredit groups where every woman collects a certain amount contributes certain amount of money, and they put it in the bank, and they are a group, and they have money in the bank as a group. So they can decide, if they want to, for example, invest somewhere, invest in some business, just small business, like as you say, this papad making. Then they don't have to go to their husband or to their father-in-law or anybody. They can directly get a loan from the bank. And they are the ones who can decide what things can be done. So also, suppose they want to send their girl for an education, and higher education, which the family objects to. They can say, okay, I have money, I can get this money, and I will send her for education. Third is, agent of change is when there are problems, they together come and solve the problem for other women. So they can change rather than the situation, rather than wait or go through that situation for many, many years. It could be maybe a divorce, or it could be a man who has sent his wife, just has rejected her and had taken another wife. But the women together can come and stand for this woman. Not that she would force him, the man, to take the woman back, but maybe they will see that she gets compensation and see that it is done. If she's alone, she can't do it. So these are some of the examples.
And if you'd like to learn more about Rosalia's stay in Salzburg or the organization INTERSOL and its cooperations, check out INTERSOL online at www.intersol.at or check out our Facebook page.